Our world is a landscape of impossible, breathtaking contradictions. Most people spend their entire lives tucked safely within the comfortable, predictable boundaries of modern cities, seeing the planet through the flat, muted perspective of a glowing smartphone screen. But out past the edges of our paved highways and crowded suburbs lies a completely different reality. There are places on this earth so vast, so raw, and so dramatically beautiful that they feel like they were carved out by the hands of ancient giants. These are the destinations that redefine what it means to be alive. They are the geographical extremes where nature refuses to be tamed. Places where searing red desert sands give way to freezing glacial chasms, and where jagged, velvet green volcanic ridges plunge violently into neon-colored seas. To stand in these places is to stand at the very edge of the world. This is not an ordinary vacation itinerary. This is a high-octane expedition designed for the restless souls, the thrill seekers, and the bucket list adventurers who crave the ultimate visual rush. If you are tired of the ordinary, grab your gear and brace yourself. These are the 10 ultimate bucket list adventures you absolutely must experience before you die. We begin our expedition deep within the dead center of the Australian continent, an immense, unforgiving wilderness known globally as the Red Center. Rising abruptly out of an absolutely flat ocean of crimson sand and pale spinifex grass is one of the most recognizable and spiritually significant natural wonders on Earth. Uluru. This colossal, single sandstone monolith is mind-boggling in scale. Standing over 1,100 feet high, and stretching over 5 miles around its base. But what makes Uluru an absolute bucket list adventure is its almost supernatural relationship with light. As the sun begins its slow descent below the desert horizon, the entire rock undergoes a dramatic, real-time color transformation. It shifts rapidly from a dusty brown to a deep, burning ochre, before glowing a brilliant, almost luminous fiery red in the final moments of daylight. For the local Anangu people, this is not merely a geological formation. It is a deeply sacred living landscape, a place holding the ancient creation stories of the land. Walking along the base of this massive red giant, you can feel the crushing weight of 500 million years of history. The textured rock face is marked with deep caves, ancient indigenous rock art, and hidden waterholes that have sustained life in this arid desert for millennia. To stand in the shadow of Uluru at twilight, as the desert sky turns a deep purple, and 1 billion stars begin to ignite over the crimson sand, is a profound, humbling experience that shifts your perspective forever. Traveling deeper into the vast northern territory, the desert landscape fractures into an area of raw geometric violence. This is Kings Canyon, a colossal sandstone chasm cut deeply into the earth of the Waterholes National Park. If Uluru represents the smooth, spiritual soul of the Outback, Kings Canyon is its rugged, adrenaline-fueled counterpart. The defining adventure here is the legendary Rim Walk, a challenging 3.5-mile trek that begins with a steep, heart-pounding climb known appropriately as Heartbreak Hill. Once you reach the summit, you find yourself standing on the edge of dizzying, absolute vertical drops that plunge over 300 feet straight down into a hidden canyon floor. The cliff faces are a stunning canvas of deep oranges, rich reds, and dark purples, showing the distinct layers of ancient inland seas that dried up hundreds of millions of years ago. The wind has carved the surrounding sandstone into bizarre, dome-like formations that look like a city of ancient, weathered hives. But the ultimate contrast lies hidden deep inside the belly of the canyon. Descending a steep wooden staircase between the massive rock walls, you enter the Garden of Eden. A serene, shaded oasis packed with ancient cycad palms and freezing, black waterholes that directly contradict the scorching desert heat above. Standing on the edge of these sheer sandstone precipices, with the vast, empty horizon of the Australian Outback stretching out infinitely before you, is a true edge-of-the-world moment. We break the desert heat with an absolute visual shock, jumping across the globe to the monolithic, frozen peaks of the Swiss Alps. This is a landscape shaped by the immense, crushing power of tectonic collision and glacial erosion. Here, razor-sharp rock ridges clad in permanent white ice slice through the clouds, rising over 14,000 feet above sea level. The stark, blinding white of the glacier ice stands in magnificent contrast to the vibrant, velvet green valleys that lie thousands of feet below, where crystal-clear meltwater streams rush past alpine villages. The ultimate bucket list adventure here is confronting these massive giants up close, navigating through mountain passes that have challenged explorers for centuries. Whether you are riding the cinematic mountain railways that cling precariously to vertical cliff faces, or trekking along high-altitude ridges with the massive, iconic pyramid of the Matterhorn dominating your horizon. The scale of this landscape is utterly overwhelming. The air at these altitudes is crisp, thin, and freezing, carrying the distant, rumbling thunder of shifting glaciers and avalanches. Standing on an alpine viewing platform surrounded by an endless sea of jagged, snow-capped peaks that stretch as far as the eye can see, you feel completely detached from the modern world below. It is a sterile, beautiful realm of rock and ice that provides the ultimate high-altitude visual rush, offering a masterclass in the raw, tectonic majesty of our planet. Dropping back down from the icy heights of Europe, we plunge straight back into the heat of the ultimate gateway town, Alice Springs. Nestled in a geographic gap within the ancient MacDonnell Ranges, this remote outpost is the isolated hub of the Australian Outback, located over 900 miles from the nearest major coastal city. Alice Springs is a town born out of pure frontier survival, serving as a vital connection point between the modern world and the vast, red emptiness that surrounds it. To experience the true adventure of this region, you must look beyond the town borders and explore the ancient telegraph trails and rugged desert tracks that wind through the scorched landscape. The environment here is defined by stark, high-contrast beauty, where the sun-bleached town streets end abruptly, giving way to rolling sand dunes, ghost gum trees with bright white bark, and jagged red rock ridges that turn bright gold at dawn. This is the staging ground for deep outback expeditions, a place where modern infrastructure meets ancient indigenous tracks that have existed for tens of thousands of years, exploring the historic overland telegraph stations. You realize the sheer audacity of the early explorers who mapped this unforgiving territory. Alice Springs acts as a vital transition point, a place that prepares your senses for the immense scale, heat, and isolation of the deep Australian interior before you push out into the wild. Extending like a massive, jagged spine west of Alice Springs are the West MacDonnell Ranges. This ancient mountain range is a geological masterpiece, stretching for hundreds of miles and consisting of massive parallel ridges of brilliant red quartzite that have been pushed upright by tectonic forces over hundreds of millions of years. Over millennia, ancient rivers have sliced directly through these vertical rock walls, creating a series of spectacular, narrow gaps and deep chasms that hide the desert's best-kept secrets. The ultimate adventure here is exploring these hidden corridors, such as Ormiston Gorge or Stanley Chasm, where the vertical rock faces rise hundreds of feet above a sandy, dry creek bed. The visual contrast within these chasms is breathtaking. At midday, the overhead sun strikes the quartzite walls, causing the rock to glow with an intense, fiery orange radiance. But the real shock comes when you reach the deep pools hidden at the base of the cliffs. Shielded completely from the desert sun by the towering rock walls, these pristine waterholes remain absolutely freezing throughout the year. Plunging into the dark, icy waters of Ellery Creek Big Hole after hiking through the scorching desert heat is an incredible, shocking sensory experience. It is a landscape of extreme temperatures and sharp geological lines, where ancient red stone and freezing blue water create a hidden sanctuary in the heart of the wild. We leave the dry interior behind, transitioning instantly to a lush tropical paradise that redefines coastal beauty. This is Nacpan Beach, located on the northern tip of El Nido on the island of Palawan in the Philippines. Stretching for over 2 miles, Nacpan is a magnificent, pristine crescent of golden sand lined with thousands of tilting coconut palms. But its true bucket list draw is its incredible double beach formation. At the southern end, Nacpan converges with its twin, Kalitang Beach, creating a spectacular, narrow strip of sand surrounded by ocean on both sides. The visual contrasts here are absolutely electric. The clear, shallow waters of the South China Sea shift between brilliant shades of turquoise and deep neon blue, clashing dramatically with the golden sand. Rising aggressively out of the ocean just off the coast are towering, jagged limestone karst cliffs covered in dense, dark green tropical vegetation. The adventure here is found in exploring this raw coastal edge, whether you are hiking up the lush green hills to look down at the symmetry of the twin beaches below. Or kayaking over vibrant coral reefs that thrive just beneath the surface. As the tropical sun goes down, the sky turns into a canvas of pink and gold. Casting long shadows of the palms across the empty sand, Nacpan Beach is a masterpiece of tropical geometry, a place where the jungle, the cliffs, and a double ocean meet to create the ultimate island escape. Our journey takes us deeper into the vast expanse of the South Pacific Ocean, arriving at the dramatic, high-contrast island of Tahiti. This is the largest island in French Polynesia, a landmass born out of violent, prehistoric volcanic eruptions. Unlike flat coral atolls, Tahiti is defined by its raw, vertical architecture, dominated by massive, towering black volcanic peaks that pierce the tropical sky like jagged spears, reaching heights of over 7,000 feet. These dark, volcanic mountains are draped in a thick, almost suffocating blanket of velvet green jungle. The bucket list adventure here lies in penetrating this wild, mountainous interior, exploring deep river valleys like the Papnu. Trekking through this landscape feels like entering a prehistoric world. The air is thick with humidity and the scent of wild hibiscus, while hundreds of colossal waterfalls plunge thousands of feet down sheer, black volcanic cliffs into roaring rivers below. The coast offers an equally stunning visual contrast, where the dark green jungle runs directly down to meet beaches of jet-black volcanic sand. This black shoreline stands in stark defiance against the bright white breaking waves of the surrounding ocean. Tahiti is a place of moody, elemental power, an island where the dark, volcanic forces of the earth are on full display, wrapped in a lush tropical paradise that feels completely cut off from the rest of humanity. Just a few miles across the deep ocean channel from Tahiti sits its sister island, Moorea, a destination that possesses an almost surreal geometric beauty. If you were to draw a picture of the ultimate South Pacific island, it would look exactly like Moorea. The island is shaped like a giant heart, dominated by 8 massive, jagged volcanic ridges that rise sharply out of the water like the teeth of a dragon. These peaks are covered in a rich, velvet green carpet of tropical forest, dropping down to 2 spectacular, deep blue bays, Cook's Bay and Apanohu Bay. But the true magic of Moorea is the unbelievable, high-contrast border between the land and the sea. The island is completely encircled by a protective barrier reef, creating a shallow, calm lagoon where the water is a brilliant, glowing neon turquoise. The transition is instant and stunning, moving from the deep, dark green of the vertical volcanic cliffs directly into the blindingly bright, translucent blue of the sea. The adventure here is found both on the land and in the water. Whether you are quad biking up to the Belvedere Lookout to view the twin bays splitting the island, or swimming through the neon lagoon alongside wild stingrays and blacktip reef sharks, Moorea is a sensory explosion, a place where the jagged lines of the earth and the glowing colors of the ocean combine to create an absolute visual masterpiece. We move north across the Pacific to an island where the earth is literally being created right before your eyes. This is the Big Island of Hawaii. A massive landmass dominated by two of the world's largest shield volcanoes, Mauna Loa and Kilauea. This is the ultimate destination for raw, elemental adventure at Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. You can stand on the edge of massive, steaming craters and watch the glowing red underbelly of the planet boil and churn in real time. An experience that is both terrifying and mesmerizing. The landscape here is a stark, high-contrast canvas of black and blue. Vast fields of twisted, hardened black basaltic lava stretch for miles, looking like a barren landscape from another planet. But the ultimate bucket list rush occurs along the island's coastline. Here, you can trek down to secluded beaches like Uluru, where the sand is made entirely of crushed, polished black volcanic glass, created when hot lava exploded upon hitting the cold ocean waves. The contrast of brilliant green sea turtles resting on pitch-black sand, with the deep blue waves of the Pacific crashing against the dark shoreline, is a visual image that prints itself deep into your memory. From the snow-capped summit of Mauna Kea to the fiery vents of Kilauea, the Big Island is a place of constant transformation, offering a front row seat to the primal forces of creation. We close our epic journey by returning to Australia for the ultimate modern, urban coastal grand finale. This is Sydney Harbour, widely considered to be one of the most beautiful natural harbours on the face of the earth. After traveling through remote deserts, icy mountain peaks, and wild volcanic islands, Arriving in Sydney provides a spectacular, high-energy shift into modern architectural brilliance. The harbour is a sprawling labyrinth of deep blue waterways. Lined with sandstone cliffs, lush green headlands, and golden sand beaches. But the absolute crown jewel of this landscape is the architectural duet between two of the world's most famous structures. Rising proudly out of Bennelong Point are the brilliant white, interlocking concrete sails of the Sydney Opera House, looking like a fleet of stone ships frozen mid-voyage. Standing in perfect, high-contrast balance right next to it is the Sydney Harbour Bridge, a colossal, dark steel arch known affectionately by locals as the coat hanger. The ultimate bucket list adventure here is taking on the bridge climb. Strapping into a safety harness and ascending the massive steel catwalks to the very top of the bridge arch, 134 meters above the water. Standing on that steel summit at twilight, looking out over the glowing sails of the Opera House, the streaming lights of ferries below, and the endless expanse of the blue Pacific Ocean, you have experienced the absolute peak of human and natural wonder. Ten ultimate adventures. 10 extraordinary destinations proving that our planet is a masterpiece of visual contrast, tectonic power, and natural wonder. The world is waiting out there past the horizon, and your bucket list isn't going to check itself. If this high-octane expedition across the world's most spectacular edges inspired your inner explorer today, make sure to absolutely smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell right now. We map the Earth's most intense wonders, hidden paradises, and viral travel adventures every single week, and you definitely won't want to miss our next journey. Before you pack your bags, drop a comment down below and tell me, if you could depart tomorrow morning for just one of these 10 ultimate bucket list adventures, which one would you choose? Until our next expedition, keep pushing the boundaries, stay adventurous, and never stop seeking the edge of our beautiful world.